Setting up nucleus planets to nucleus divisions, understanding the optical levels through the optical level system. All communications are coming into communications of Tarragon, Zaragon, everything through Naragon. Everything has this connection when it comes to planets. Planets are extremely powerful. Now, I was communicating with the telewaving system of Telos and the communication signals of telehedrons. Telehedrons are the civilization systems, extremely powerful through that location. So basically, I was connecting to Naragon. I was connecting to Neconius. Remember Neconius and Nefarious? All those communications are coming in. Now, I had to go through connections of sleep mode, connections through my computer operation centers. Everything through the nucleus is understanding the nucleus, and everything through the hydroplant locations. Everything through sector location systems is connected to Telos. Telos is extremely powerful when it comes into the telewaving system to radioactive planets. Understanding the planets and its identity is truly understanding. My voice grid patterns are changing right now because I'm going through radiation through voicing grids. I'm going through communication signals of higher formations of line communications of hydroplanets. The hydrokinesis. Hydrokinesis is understanding the oxygen levels of planets. When you understand planets and its identity, you understand yourself through identity. It's to understand the heat signature patterns through this connection. I set up an illustration diagram program to show you how powerful it is when you go through these planets. Now, I was connecting to Nefarious, a very good friend of mine. He took class not too long ago, and he was talking to me about the constellation path and how we set up everything through calculation. So today we're going to go into Telos, and we're going to go into the telegraphings of telehedrons. Really, really powerful through the connections when it comes into the ring spans and everything through radiation cycles. They can set their energy patterns through the optical levels where it comes into the optals. The optals and everything through an oculus is the triangular thesis through the gamma operation system. Complicated stuff, guys, because my intelligence locations is connecting through so many connections. So your planet location system, when you guys go to higher divisions of 60 levels, plantations of God formation systems, you truly understand from one planet to the next through the identity force. So to get there, you have to understand your inoculus, you have to understand your trithesis, your gamma thesis, prothesis, and then you get into the archite to the locations, planets, the colors, and lights, the heat signature. You come into the operating centers of the planets and its division of its location. So before we get started, thank you all subscribers and viewers and everyone watching my channel as I keep ground rising, force rising. Tomorrow is an extremely, extremely big day, and I have to communicate with these planets so I can center core position of the Earth. So I'm telling connecting wave system. Remember, we're all a galactic system, right? So the Galactic Federation light is already set through its alignments, and everything through the plottings are set up through the energy system. The energetic bubble through its ground formation is set up. The platitude divisions is set up to Telos to the connections of transformations and everything through manifestation device locations. Everything through that division is connected to the tetrahedrons. The hedrons are connected to the automatic levels when it comes into the hydronic. Now, the hydronic is really complicated stuff when you go to higher divisions of intelligence. The hydronic is connected to the hydros. The hydros is connected to the plants. The plants are connected to the operation centers. It puts all position levels into connection system. So I'm going to show you an illustration diagram program setting. If you want to know more about me, you can go through my healing, donations, or anything through that formation. I can help you and guide you, put you in your ascension. Truly understanding, when you go to my email, I'll tell you exactly what the whole process it is that I have a galactic school. I provide information, and it goes into higher formations, into your chakra system. So the more you go through the upgrades, the more you understand the knowledge of intelligence through planets. So it puts in positions on so many levels through containment centers. But when you see this through the activation cycle, you get a true understanding how everything is connected. All right, so basically this is the setup. Okay, so we also have Tarragon. Tarragon is connected to Telos, right? Tarragon, Telos, right? These are the planet locations. I set the line communication signals. Now, my ground formations, when it comes into my cloud interference, is its connection to the computers of its mainframe. So Tarragon, now everything's through the green central light systems. Okay, those are spot recognition lights. Now, basically, you have Telos through this connection, right? And then you have everything through Narragon. Narragon is a central line system to connection. This is a metal planet through location of a point center. It's connected to Naconius. Naconius is a three-division level of planet locations of moon interfaces, two triangular shapes. And then you have Zaragon. Zaragon is circle rotation through a round location, okay, to a box frequency level 2 connections, right? So Zaragon is connected to Zempra, okay? Narragon is connected to Naconius, right, which is nefarious. And everything through Tarragon is connected to Telos, right? When it comes to the telohedron, all right? So everything through this connection is extremely powerful when you come into planets and its identification systems. It allocates levels of so many rising connections, right? So you go into the Nochius levels, you go into the nocular levels, you go into the optical levels of the opals. Now, an opal is this connection through its line communication center. It activates everything through dimensions of bubbles. Now, a bubble through its containment system is this connection through Telos. Telos is a radioactive planet that's connected to its heat wave signature patterns. It opens up coloration systems to the telewaving system of teleportation divisions of devices. So as you're connecting to Tarragon, okay, everything's connected to planet locations. Center point division level systems, we've got the map location centers, but Tarragon is an extremely powerful planet. It's connected to Telos, okay, and Narragon is connected to Naconius, and Naconius is connected to Zaragon, and Zaragon is connected to Zempra. So truly understanding what planets are through identification is truly understanding you through its intelligence, because it formulates on so many levels that connection, right? So we're coming into the Narculus, we're coming into the Nucleus, we're coming into the hydroplanet sub-operation centers, okay? Now, Telos through its communication is intervoicing connections through interface locations. The point center division through its map location is centering everybody's positions. So knowing how you're connecting through the Earth rotation, when I go into the core center, I'm going to be connected through Telos. It's all about a family helping, right? It's the galactic, it's the light, it's everything's connection, it's the Pleiadians, it's the Larians, the Zarians. So imagine that all intelligence come together into the core system of the Earth. So truly understanding how powerful the Earth is, truly understanding the intelligence of its Earth, truly understanding the planets of its location. So Telos is extremely radioactive. It's a hydroplanet location through an operations center. Okay. Now, everything through its connection that comes to Narragon. Narragon is a central unit system, but it's a metal planet system. It's connected to so many levels of cloud interference. They connect through the XT1000s to its connection to point centers. Now, the map location is centered through its location, and Zaragon is a dimensional realm. Okay, it's connected to Zempra. Zempra is a god frequency level to its demigod location. Remember, it's intelligence that you understand. Each planet has its own intelligence signals. You understand your telewaving systems through teleportation, the energy system through its heat signature locations, right? So as we're coming into those connections, they're going to so many cycle rotation centers. Tarragon, okay, is connected to a triangular base. It's point division levels, it's sector units locations, right? That's how it's connected. See how everything is connected, right? It has to be connected. It's line communicated. So this is the map location, right? The streaming locations and everything through the map sequences is setting everything through the Noculus. Okay, coming into the Nucleus, okay, the atom locations of computers. So it sets positions into Telos, okay? It sets positions into Zaragon. It sets positions into Narragon and Naconius, right? So it's truly understanding everything through connection. when it comes into teleweighting systems. Okay? The telehedrons are a civilization planet. They connect to radiation cycles. They also connect through your energy patterns of energy fields. They set up corporation centers when it comes into calculations and coloration lights. They set up your light communications through your eye optical levels, the noculus levels. Okay, now everything through Narragon is connected to Narconius, right? When it comes into Nefarious, you know Nefarious, right? He's extremely, extremely powerful intelligence. He's a really good friend of mine. So truly understanding how you can change your optical levels through your biochemical system to the molecular structure divisions. So it's basically when we go into 60 levels to the application centers of God frequency level systems, we are going to go into higher formation of crystalline. So we're going to come into the anti-carrion, okay? And we're going to go into the anti-universal carrion. An anti-universal carrion is a high-rise location to planets through identity to your computer operation keyboard frames. Your keyboard frames is more connections to you, to your chakra system. That puts to higher positions on levels and truly understanding when you are going through connections and energy goes into you through your ears or anything through direction. It opens up a map. Lights come out, then you see the planets, and then you see the location. So I saw the map location through line division through a graphing system. That's how I was able to center the positions onto all map locations of Tarragon, Telos, Narragon, Iconius, and Zaragon. Okay? So it's truly understanding who you are, and that's what I'm saying, is that I can give you 100 positions of planets, but would you understand it? See, that's the thing. So it's truly opening, and it's exciting too, because once you open your chakra systems of 114, now you're coming into the 144. Okay, the 144 is the crystal of Atlantis. So it's getting balanced with Atlantis and getting balanced with Lemuria. You know, the heat signatures of Lemuria, the colorations of Lemuria. Okay, because Atlantis is the physical planet. Okay, and Lemuria is the emotional planet. But now the divisional content planets are up to high-rise locations of water containment systems. And that's what Nefarious was talking about. You know, when we have underwater cities, right? And everything through the underwater city has its connection through its energy fields. It sets positions. We've been into the underwater city. It's extremely powerful when you have all those connections. We have plantations of divisions to all operation centers, to everything. Mountains, volcanoes, water, everything through planets of intelligence, ground formations, cycle rotations. Everything through a planet is a ground formation when it comes into the crop circles, okay? So understanding everything through Tarragon, Telos, Narragon, Draconius, and Zaragon is its connection to its family system. Okay? So this is an extremely powerful video because I had to get this out. And they said, okay, you got to get this out. You got to get the team to know what's going on because Telos is communicating to the radioactive centers, the radioactive positions, the radioactive electronic divisional system, changing the core center of the Earth rotation. I need help through locations. I need help with Tarragon, Telos, Narragon, Iconius, and Zaragon. This is understanding the power connections comes in through its identity, through its planet locations. This sets all positions into hydro locations of planets. The operation center opens up everything through the Earth rotation. It center cores positions, and it opens up all communications of 5D through humanity's system. So this is understanding when you have a family through connection, you can go through anything through balance of attractions. You put your positions and levels through your mind collaboration centers. It opens up everything through Tarragon, Telos, okay? Everything through Narragon, okay? Draconius, all right? And Zaragon, all right? So truly understanding what everything is. That's what it is. So once we get into 60 levels, we'll go into the 8 central sun. It's in position. The moon surfaces into the connections. It atmospheres to so many location centers. So that puts our higher positions into 8 rotation systems, 12 rotation centers through its connection, 7 within the body, 5 within the atmosphere. That opens up everything through your location, right? So the 60 platitude divisions of your location, the planet locations, once we create our own planet, you'll truly understand how to connect through all connections of Tarragon, Telos, okay, and the telohedrons. It's incredible force when you see these things through map locations because they center positions, right? So it's really powerful when you come to those connections. So the core center of the Earth rotation, okay, is going to be all intelligence into the Earth rotation. That's why it's so powerful to do these things. That's like a helping hand. We're helping each other. So truly understanding the identification of you, it's truly understanding the planet locations is the identity force, right? So it comes on so many levels. Can you please talk about the 888 portal piece location? Yeah, I'll get into that right now. So center positions, when you're in those traction locations, all right, no, Starcy came up with a great idea. Okay. So understanding what 888 is. We'll start off with that. 88888. Okay. It's the highest formation of a peace sign location. It's center course positions like this. So you have to understand map codes. Okay. Center positions, right from the beginning to the end, traveling mechanisms in between centers. Okay. Okay. Remember, I was telling you plus one does not equal 2, it equals 3, but it doesn't. 1 plus 1 equals a million or 1,000 or a zillion. So it's truly understanding the peace sign when it comes into 4 relation centers of elements of 8 location planets. Okay? 8 locations. Now, you only see 4, but I see 8. So it's truly understanding what you see through division. So each intelligence signal is a peace sign location. This is the peace sign. This is division from the beginning to the end to location of point center. 3-point position levels. Activate everything through a map location system. That opens up its round location. That opens up its division in location. And it activates everything through its division of security line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So that's the portal. All right? That's the portal that you guys have to reach. The center position levels, the 4 element systems come into 8. 8 central systems, 12 location centers, 2 radioactive systems, again, operation systems. Goes into those locations. Because we're coming into the nucleus, we're coming into the automatic levels, 2 telewavings. And the telos, when it comes into the telohedrons, is going to operate all our center locations of portals, 2 division, 2 location of computer systems, to our digital framing locations. All right? So that's what 888 is, the dimension. All right? So you set your positions, and once we get into 60, we are going to create our planets. And it's responsible because when you create your planet, you understand that you have to keep in line of what's going on with your planet. Okay? I'm not talking about a planet that you are inside. I'm talking about your planet that you created. Because once you activate it, and once you put a code frequency, and now is communicating through other planets. So it's important that you understand how to communicate with other planets of locations. All right? Okay? So it's truly understanding your intelligence through planets of identifications. The identification is you through connection. Every planet has its location when it comes into identifications. Okay? Every planet, okay, has rotation. Okay? Has cross-reference rotation. Has alignments of cross-referencing of atom locations. Okay? So it's truly understanding everything through energy. Okay, because it sets positions in all levels through connection, and it opens up your portal activation line systems to connections. Opens up the cycle rotation centers to location, like this. Okay? Opens up the line frequency levels dimensions, portal divisions of 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay? And then you add security line defense. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So I showed you how to understand the peace sign of portal division of 8888. But I also showed you how you can use the division through portal activation through a code to an atom location, right? To its position of its computer operations system through its dimensional realm. You take it out of its equation. That is a portal defense location through an atom location of 8888. Okay, 8 central systems, all connections to the moon location systems, allocate those positions of atoms and everything through its direction. Okay, so the more you communicate with intelligence, the more you understand your map locations through your identity system. It's extremely, extremely powerful frequency. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Darcy. It is extremely high. But once you come into connections of levels of, let's go into the traction location here. Now, once we get into those levels, we can change the diameters into switching locations of 9999. Okay? Now, 9999 is basically the same thing, but it's all connected to location. Center point its position. It opens up its light signals through its location of its atom rotation system. Allocate those positions into line divisions of planet locations. Okay, so that's what 999 is. Right? And again, you have the divisional system from the beginning to the central system, the arrow locations. So you start with the beginning and you go with the end. Right? And that becomes its own atom system to its planet location. Right? And it becomes its portal. And then we get into the nucleus, and then we get at the nuclear, and then we get into the nucleus. I don't want you guys to get confused of what's going on through planets and its identity location system. It allocates your positions into your mind system of Telos. Okay, and Telos is going to come into you guys when you come into your 60 traction locations of God frequency levels of chakras. Okay, you're going to get the telewagon system of telohedrons. You're going to get civilization planets, locations of Tarragon. So it's truly understanding every planet is connected to father and mother of you through connection, through your energy, through your force recognition systems. Now, you have to understand there are father and mother, brother and sister planets. We're all connected. We're all connected. And that's how we come to unity and consciousness of one. So you truly understand the map locations of Telos. What is Telos? What is a telohedron, right? A telohedron is a civilization when it comes to Telos. So it's truly understanding the research of you through your force recognition of your identity system. Okay? So when you come into 9999, you have to understand its connection through its atom location to its division. Now you open it up that to its location of its dimension. Okay? Everything through dimension is a portal. Everything through portal comes out of traction to its location, to its integration system. That opens up light signals to locations. Okay? Now, when you're traveling, it's really powerful stuff because you could be traveling with Telos and you wouldn't even know it. And you could be traveling with Tarragon and you wouldn't even know it. But when you know it, now you have communications of friendship, relation, partnership with connections of planets through its identity system. Because the identity system knows you. You have to know the identity of its planet through its location of Telos. Or you think through telohedron. Okay? Telohedron, what is that? A hydrant, right? It's a planet location through operation center. It sets up radioactive signals to planet locations of gravity systems. That's what Telos does. So it's truly, truly understanding everything through connection when it comes into 9999 and everything through its planet location. Remember, 1 plus 1 equals atom. 1 plus 1 equals atom. Okay? So, it's fun though, isn't it? But I wanted to show you how powerful it is. I had to get this out. It's a very powerful message. And, intelligence Every time you go up to higher locations, you're going to go into more sleep modes. You have to, because it's extremely powerful energy, especially when you go through your cloud. When you're going through your energetic clouds, it's setting up so many map locations. When it comes into telewavings or anything through telecommunication, telegraphing is everything through the graphing system through your mainframes. Right? And then you get into the Noculus when it comes into the psyches. A Noculus psyche is this connection to its planet through its vibration, through its energy. So the radiation and everything through its cycle rotations. You're going to hear me say that a lot because rotations is extremely through circulation. You understand how planets are through connection. Heat signature planets, coloration planets, light communication planets, time frequencies of the planets, electrical device planets of location, two division of location systems. Planet locations of division through the eye receptive locations. Activate everything through light signals. So the more you understand your division of your digitals, then you understand your portals of 8888, 9999, 1111, 7777. Okay? So it's truly understanding what you're communicating with. So you can travel to the right location, to the map sequence, to its segments. And then you get into the Noculus and the Nucleus. Okay? So it's really powerful times we're having right now. And this is what I need to do to change the Earth rotation. Right? It's getting communication with everything through intelligence. The galactic force, the galactic federation. There's going to be formations of alliance coming out of all intelligence. They're going to be all over the ground formations December 21st. You're going to see intelligence walking the surface. You're going to see intelligence coming into the atmosphere systems. You're going to see 3D diameter systems that connect you through computer operations of atoms. You're going to see your eye receptacle locations change through heat signature patterns. You're going to see high resolution patterns of connections of telos. You're going to see radiations and radioactive systems of telos. You're going to see telewaving systems of everything connection through Tarragon. You're going to see everything through Zenpra. You're going to see everything through Zaragon. You're going to see everything through Naconius, Narragon. All connections to the planet locations. Now, the identification code system to its planet location is its identification. Truly understanding. So, when you're communicating through your levels of intelligence, it activates everything through light signals. Okay? So when you come into those levels, okay, let's say you got a planet location here, line division here. You start here, right? Now activates everything through connection, goes into triangular base to its location, right? Sets course positions and level connection systems. Okay? Everything through Noculus division level. So it's kind of like seeing through an eyeglass rotation when it comes into resolution of a rhythm pattern. A rhythm pattern is understand the frequency levels. So it's going through the energy system of planet through telos, and it's connecting to the telehedrons to location. So it activates everything through light signals to its location, like this. To its point division. Okay. Now the triangulating interface to its location, center course its position. Everything through its light signal comes into its attraction location. Okay. Puts it in position into a higher location system. To its division. So once it's in its division location system, it high rises everything to telos to its location. Puts everything through that location system, activates everything through line division, sonar divisions on location centers. Okay. So it's truly understanding what's going on with planet locations. Sonar division, everything through planet location is a sonar through atmospheres of oxygen levels. So when you're traveling, you have to understand the oxygen levels of planets and grounds, knowing that you can land a planet, you can see yourself on a planet, and then you can see the telewavings of its planet. They're radioactive. Once you're on the grounds, it's radioactive. Okay, wherever you go, Area 51, okay, is extremely radioactive. So the radioactive system has to understand your energy system through its body frame. So it's connected through your energy fields, through the energy cycle rotations. It changes everything through location. But when you pattern divisions through the Noculus levels, it's kind of like looking through a glass. So it goes from here to another location. center port's positions come into its point center of its planet location. Okay? Now the optical levels comes into its connection to its line division. See that? Everything through its location comes into telewaving systems. All locations are centering into Tarragon division. Everything is coming into Zeragon division. Everything is coming into Narconius division. See how it's all connected? Through sonar division. All right? So it's knowing how to get all planets of identity systems into the core system of its Earth. Now, it's in review through evaluation, through its test of its evaluation. So as of tomorrow, you're going to see how powerful it is when I go into core center. Okay? It's going to be extremely, extremely energetic. The radiation, everything through the cycle of its radiation, everything through your energy waves. So basically, everybody's going to go through an energy wave. Okay? When you go through the energy waves, you're going through your portals of defense, which is dimensions. Those dimensions are center core in your positions of your chakras, where you are in position. Even if you're not meditating, it doesn't matter. It's all about intelligence, helping everybody else through connection. The Galactic Federation of Light, star recognition lights of XT,000 locations. Everything is a planet location. So once it gets in its division, like this, it opens up its central system, like this. Planet locations, and everything through division of XT,000s comes into traction locations. Center pit's position. 4 central unit system at its location. Its center core is its position when it comes into the moon base connections. Okay, there's the moon. Okay, center core position. This is the Earth rotation. Everything through connection of XT,000s come into planet division of 8 central locations, sun positions. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, once it comes in its position, it rotates on its cycle rotation, like this. Center core's its position opens up everything through ground formation. The algorithm system of the moon interface is going to center positions into graphing systems of position. Now, everything through the sun of its interface location, there's the sun. Now, the sun is going to set up radiation cycles of energy patterns to new water containment centers to your body framing system. The allocated positions comes into traction location of position center. Okay. So once you're in those locations, you can screenshot that. The Earth rotation comes into locations of point locations, planet locations, comes into a new coloration. Okay, I'm just going to draw out really quick here. Okay, it's got different coloration systems here with the Earth. I already communicated with the Earth rotation of its digital frame, so just showing you what it is in position. The faster I do this, the faster you understand what's going on. December 21st, right? You guys have to know these things, right? Okay, so that's the new Earth rotation. Okay, everything through connection of Talos, Tarragon, Zeragon, Zempra, Narragon, Naconius. Okay, Talos, Telehedron. So we get a full communication of light formations. From the galactic system. Which is the energy core. Okay. Now that's going to high-rise everybody's body framing system to their new water containment systems of H2O. Track the individual system, allocate everything to locations, energy field to its division location system. Put it in a new division of 5th dimensional system. Okay. So everything through its division. When you get into those positions, it sets up the energy fields to its position, like this. I did this already with Daisy Cadre You understand what energy fields are. You understand everything through connection, activates everything through digital frame. That's what I did with my last drawing. But I'm just showing you how we do these things through intelligence. Map sequences, map codes, how we put on the lights, how we change the lights through communication, how we center core positions, how we change rotations of Earth or anything through planet locations, of anything through oxygen levels, the nucleus levels, the nucleus levels, the atomic of its levels. Okay, it positions in so many levels through the mainframes of your mind frame, through your collaboration centers, through the psychic rotations, through its nucleus. Okay, so when I say nucleus, that's connected to Narragon, to Nicomeus. So truly understanding the identification through the alphabetical system of planets is truly understanding your light formations through the galactic systems of its energy core, right? But that's what the Earth is going to look like in the fifth dimensional system of humanity system. All right. So, oh boy, I should just do a book, from cover to cover, from beginning to the end, and then you guys totally know. You look through the book, and then you kind of like get in the register of your mind systems, and it's going through calculations, it's going through integrations, and it's going through manifestations and all that through connection. And then you realize, wow, this is amazing, right? When you see these things and know these things through map codes, map sequences, how to do these things through calculation. So that's what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'll get into more illustration. I'll put in positions. Now, when you go through the activation, you guys are going to be a looking glass out, looking in. Okay, so you guys are going to be out the central system. You're going to see the sun rotation, and you're going to see the moon of its algorithm. And everything through the center of the solar systems, you're actually going to see the Earth jump through vortex to the other side of the solar systems. You're going to see it through perception. And then you're going to know how real it is. And then you're going to see everything through connection of Tarragon, Telos, Telohedron, right? Anything through Narragon, Erconius, right? Zeragon, Zempra. So it's a lot of fun when we get into those levels, eh? So there's a lot going on through transformation of energy through communications, telewaving, anything through teleportation devices like location systems. So I'm going to go back to your questions here. Tell us some few times through the portal of Mount Shasta. The Dhamma was a huge and still is in my ascension guide. Yeah, your ascension guide will go to locations of center core positions, Starseed, when you understand more of your light through its serpent. Remember, when you understand relations of your tail, you understand how to use the sonar and how you can connect to line communications of other planets just with your scales and everything through your identification of your serpent light. Took me to the Grand Libraries twice. Just remember that. Yeah. So teleportations. Time code, frequency, peace, harmony, past, present, future, planet locations of 8888. Yep. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Tina. Yeah, when you see 9999, you're definitely connecting to higher formations of planet locations. Now you just got to get into the map locations of frequency levels to connection. Tina. So it's truly understand your identification of you through 1 to 10. We'll just start off with 1 to 10, and then 10 to 20, and then 20 to 30, and 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Because there's so many numbers you guys have to understand. When you understand the number of frequency levels, then you understand your digital frame of yourself through intelligence. So, yeah, you can talk about more when you do your dissecting for the Earth rotation and everything through the 5-dimensional system, dissecting everything through Draco map location. So the alliance of its map, okay, is dissecting all levels through its connection of the 1%. Okay? So it's really powerful when you are telegraphing through tele-energy system, you're communicating to an extremely, extremely high level through intelligence locations. And that's how you're able to dissect everything through a map location, really break down the barriers of all divisions and what's happening with the Great Awakening, right? Which is its connection to everything through the galactic family, galactic federation of light, or anything through connections of Telos, Telohedron. If you understand Telos, you have to understand it's civilizations on planets, but you have to understand why they're there in that position. You have to understand civilization through its intelligence. You have to understand what the planet is. What's the purpose for the planet being there through division? So it's truly understanding each planet has its own identity to its location. So when you understand the civilizations, then you understand, like, what is the Earth? What is the purpose of the Earth? It's the most powerful gravitational pull when it comes to solar systems. That's where the Earth is. That's why it was created, right? So trying to truly understand you through intelligence to higher form connections, this is where you get into higher communications of you through your 60 applications, 60 planet locations, 60 moon connection systems, and 60 God frequency levels of demigod locations. Okay, so the higher you go, the more responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, so yeah, you'll be sleeping more through sleep modes, through computers. I see thunder electronic light signals blasting out from your live streams to light network around Earth. See, that's the thing. Because we did an interview yesterday, Starseed goes up to higher division through location, just with my voice of grid patterns. Our energy systems connect through alignment. Okay, so my line is connecting to the serpent of light. So she's getting high informations of perceptions and what she sees through the electronics of his computer operation system. That's how she's able to see the electronic light signals blasting through live streams to light networks around Earth. And that's what it is. Okay? It's not how many views I have. It's not how many subscribers I have. I love subscribing. I love you guys subscribing to. I think it's fantastic to get these things out. But you understand how powerful I am through a God of light and what I can do through channels, what I can do through computer operations, what I can do to country locations, what I can do to networks, what I can do to internet, what I can do to satellites, what I can do to intelligence, what I can do to planets, what I can do to map locations, what I can do to electronic interference, to all connections of positions. All right. So that's how Starseed's able to see these things blasting out from live streams to light networks. So she knows the propaganda system. She understands everything through her connection, through her perception of her serpent. The purpose of being your connection to you is the connection to your intelligence within. Truly understand, I see light signals communicating through telos. There's gamma operation centers that are going through sonar division, through radiacting cycles, through ground formations. That's connecting to Tarragon. All right? So you truly understand every planet is information of intelligence, but it's giving you something back. So you have to truly understand what Tarragon is doing right now in position. It could be sending sonars. It could be sending shapes anomalies. It could be changing galaxies with gateways. It could be interforcing connection with other planets of intelligence through atmospheres, to the hydro levels of planets through operation centers. It positions on so many levels when you come into space and anomalies and time code frequencies. All right? So I've been given permission to come online fully. No more holdbacks. Time to wake up. Collective through hacking the algorithm system. The more you come on in position, the more you get stronger in location of intelligence. And then you know exactly you're sending out truth. You can't lie to yourself because you're going to higher positions of light formation. Okay, so you're no longer in the downgrading system through low vibration. You're in a high-rise location through light communication now. So you're just going to keep going up and up and up and up through perception, right? And it's going to put you into the Argon system or the atom system of computers. And that's what we want to get into the simulation, right? The correlation system of you to intelligence, okay? Which is very powerful. Yeah, man. I know tomorrow. I know it's going to be extremely, extremely powerful. But I think, I think that's good. I'm going to get prepared. I got so much energy wave and systems right now through Telos. They're telling me exactly what I need to do. And it's all about helping each other. Okay. Same with the earth and everything through humanity. Everything is going to change. Okay. For its purpose, for its surrender, for its abundance, for its love. Okay. Love is everything through connection. Because once you're aware of love, you're aware of yourself through intelligence, which is extremely powerful to have through plants and anything through identification. All right. Yep. Ground rising. So I'll set up operations center and I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to be doing from segments to chronological order system. Okay. To planet locations and how I'm going to set up the core system and how the earth, you're actually going to see the earth vortex over to the other side of the solar systems. You guys are going to be blown away what you're going to see through perception. All right. So love you guys very much. There's your area commander from Universal Quadrants of 1 and 2, 3, and 4 of the Colossus Team Divisions. Have a great day, everybody. Adios.